So coming up in today's video, we are up and about early doing some more hotel exploring. We go to the Horseshoe that we can access directly from the Paris. We then go down to the Flamingo and go to the beautiful Flamingo habitat. We're going to take you along to Caesar's Palace, which is one of the biggest resorts I've ever been in. There really is so much to see and do in this beautiful resort. We then head across the road to the Venetian and the Palazzo. I've had the pleasure of staying here before, so I was really looking forward to getting back and checking it out. And again, it is stunningly beautiful. We then move next door to see what all the hype is about at the Wynn. This is a really popular resort, so we want to see what that's all about. We then make our way back up the strip towards our hotel. We pop into Harrah's just to see what it's all about. We've never been in there before. And then we go to the LinQ Promenade for a lovely lunch and snacks and a couple of drinks at Yard House. So hit that subscribe button, come along with us.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you doing?
Back.
I'm back. I'm sure you will have known from yesterday's vlog that I unfortunately got ill yesterday. Not in I'd done myself. Our little girl Esme had been sick before we came away, and I think I picked it up from her. I was just knocked off my feet being sick and stuff yesterday, so I stayed to recover. I feel much better this morning. I've been rehydrating, and we've come out for a nice early downer, haven't we? We love this because of the time difference and jet lag. You're up and about early. I've been downstairs since about 5 a.m. Jem came down about 6 and we just walked over to Palazzo to get Jem a coffee at Starbucks. Yeah, we're just having a little mooch. I love this time of morning. It's so quiet everywhere.
It's so nice, isn't it? It's like you're up early, so you're just making the most of it with the sun coming up. It's lovely.
So you can see the lake where they do the fountain show at the Palazzo. It's going to pan around a little bit. There's our hotel. And you're looking right up the strip from here. And if I turn around the other way, you are looking down the strip. I think it's this way we're going to go today. We're going to head down towards the Venetian, the Palazzo, the Wynn, the Encore, and just see what those hotels have to offer.
I'm excited to see those hotels because, like, the Venetian's so huge and so legendary.
It is.
And you stayed at the Palazzo before.
I stayed at the Palazzo before a good few years ago. So yeah, I probably spent most of my time down that way the last time I was here, albeit 15 years ago. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back down there. And there's a couple of vloggers we watch that have also spent time at the Venetian and Palazzo. So I'm excited for that today. Yeah.
Fremont Street was fantastic. I didn't get time to round it up last night, but it really, really is worth a visit. I wasn't sure if it was going to be for me, but so far it's probably my favorite part of Las Vegas.
Typical, because I wasn't there. No, I sat this morning and went through all the footage that Jem got and looked at the videos of all the street performers, Michael Jackson and the big monkey in a suit, everything, and the live bands. And it really did look incredible. It looked exactly how I imagined it would. And I'm so disappointed that I wasn't able to go, but hey ho, what can you do?
Well, at least you're going to make the Michael Jackson show tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight we're going to see Michael Jackson 1 at Mandalay Bay.
Oh, can't wait. So we are here in the Horseshoe. We've not gambled in here yet, and Jem has found Mo Mummy. I played this in the Paris hotel to mix success. So we're just going to stick $20 and have a go. I've got a 50, but you can cash out at 30 and then get it out. So I won't spend any more than $20.
Let's give it a go. $10 each. Bam. I'm going to learn from you this time because last night I lost a $5.
So the money is in. Yeah. So look. You find the denomination.
Yeah.
We're going to do 1 cent bets.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going to do 75 bets.
Okay.
75 credits, which means you're only using 75 at a time.
Okay.
Capiche?
Okay.
So we want do you see this thing shaking? Because this pile's got really high.
Yeah.
We want that to explode, and that gives the feature, that gives the, see that shaking, that can mean, sometimes they suck you in, it doesn't mean it's going to go all, but it can. So the casino in the Horseshoe was actually beautiful, loved all the themed carpet and everything. We put this bit in the slot machine and fast forward because that's how quickly it took my money. $20 did not last long. I'm never going to bust the casino, but I'm also not going to go broke betting $20 at a time, but I got zero.
So we have come to the Flamingo. I've been looking forward to this, Jim.
Could have been staying here, that's always saying. Could have been staying here.
There's Vanderpump.
Pinkies.
Pinkies. Might have to go in there later for a little cocktail too, Jimmy.
Yes. So we mentioned before we had the Flamingo booked and then changed it to the Paris, but anytime we came through here on this holiday, we absolutely loved it. Loved the vibe in here, and there's so much history with the Flamingo. Opened back in 1946, original Las Vegas, and was owned by Bugsy Siegel, and still super popular today. There it is.
There we go. Habitat. And this is completely free. You can just come through here. It's nice that you can go in and out of the hotel.
It is, and they don't mind, obviously it's early in the morning, we're not doing it, but if you did have a can of beer, you poured it into a plastic cup. If you're drinking, you can walk in and out, up and down the street and in and out of the hotels with drinks. You're not obliged to buy drinks in there. It's one of the few states that allow you to do that. So
I was really against this whole buying a cup and getting drinks and taking it around with you, but do you know what? It's a very common thing here. So
common.
Yeah.
I think the girls have said, oh, we don't want to seem cheap or one thing or another, but the reality is, we went into the Luxor yesterday and got 2 drinks, it was $25.
Yeah.
We could have got the same 2 drinks from an ABC store or something, put it in a cup, and it cost us $10. And you still get the same experience, you're still in the casino, you still walk around, you just pay more for the drinks.
So we're heading out here now into the Habitat. Thank you. Oh, this is lovely, look at the sky.
The high roller, the big pink reflective windows.
They are.
This really is a beautiful thing to do in Las Vegas. It's always on those lists of best free things to do when you're in Las Vegas. This is right in the middle of the strip at the Flamingo Hotel. You don't need to be staying at the hotel. You can just walk in and out of the hotels, as you know, like we're doing today, and you can come in here and check out this beautiful 4-acre free wildlife habitat. They have koi carp, they have flamingos, there's ducks and different birds and things like that, but it's just a real tranquil, beautiful place to spend half an hour or so. You wouldn't know you're anywhere near Las Vegas, apart from looking up and seeing the big hotel. You would not know. It's absolutely stunning, and I'd highly recommend it.
Now I'm actually going to rub his belly and say, please make sure I do not fall sick today, because I really, really want to go and see Michael Jackson. Okay,
well, we'll sanitize our hands after doing this then. The LinQ High Roller, pool access.
It's very nice around here. I do like the gardens. Wow, look at this. Oh, and there's fish in there, look.
Koi carp. Massive, aren't they?
Yeah.
Loads of places have these.
Wow. So this would be a nice hotel with the kids, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but you can... Pools all closed, isn't
it? You can't see much. They've hidden it well, actually, because that was one of my concerns about staying here was, are you going to see a lot of building work being done? But
well, do you know one thing I found that was even in the hotel, even in the Paris, our pool was empty.
Yeah.
But it's closed off, and everyone knows it's not pool season, so it's not a bother.
No.
But within our hotel, they're doing some work to Vanderpumps.
Yes, I saw that earlier,
and they're all closed off so well, ceiling to floor, like 40-foot high plastic scrim to cover it all off. Everything's covered over. I was looking, thinking, I've not seen this before. I thought it was fancy decoration, but actually they have it covered up while they're doing work on it. So they're very discreet how they do it, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so he's found a machine. It's called his name. It's called
Huff and even more puff.
Okay, let's give it a go.
I'm only going to do 10. If we hit the bonus, great. If we don't, we don't, okay?
Okay, deal.
So you have to get, these things are what trigger the bonus. I don't know how many you need.
Okay.
Don't know. Goodness gracious.
Do you know what? I actually do think I'm paying
80, I
bad
can't
luck
even,
on
I'm
this.
going to have to cash it out. I can't even.
I've scudded him. That's what he'll say anyway, that I brought him.
The lowest you can bet is $1.
How was that then, Jimmy?
Quick. $10.
$10?
Yeah.
Bang.
Bosh.
Bosh. I think we'll stick to sightseeing.
Yeah, it's cheaper. But then again, I could have hit the bonus there and won $100.
You could have done.
There really is something lovely about out exploring at this time of the morning in Las Vegas. The streets are quiet, the sky is blue, the lights are still about, and it's just incredible. Nothing's too far away from each other. We're directly across the road from Flamingo to head over to Caesar's Palace here, and this place is massive. Caesars was originally built back in 1966 and is easily one of the most recognisable hotels and resorts in the whole of Las Vegas. It is huge, it's hard to miss it. You can see the sign from it from anywhere in the strip, and it does not disappoint once you're inside.
Oh, I love the smell.
Beautiful,
That's
isn't it?
lovely.
Yeah, visually this hotel is absolutely beautiful, so impressive. All the Roman themed artwork, sculptures and pictures and things are incredible. And inside, this is one of the largest resorts I've ever been in. The casino just goes on for days. You just don't know where it ends. There's just short of 4,000 rooms in this resort, and I think that's after they made it smaller. They sectioned off part of it into another part of a hotel, the Nobu Hotel I think it is now, but it still has almost 4,000 rooms, and there's so many bar and restaurant options here. There's a Vanderpumps in here as well, which is beautiful. We'll show you that in a wee second. And of course they have the huge Forum Shops, which is like an indoor shopping mall.
So Caesar's Palace is actually where I stayed when I was here 15 years ago with the boys. I was here on a stag do, and we had 5 nights here, and it was absolutely insane, so good. I don't recognise half of this because it was so long ago. We just were in a room, going out, stopped on the casino floor here to play some roulette or blackjack or one thing or another, sometimes a little bit of craps, and then we were out most of the time at other places. So it's a lovely, lovely hotel, yeah, I'm really glad I've had the chance to stay here before.
So this is the Vanderpumps restaurant I was telling you about. We didn't even know this was in here. I think this might have been the first one that opened in Las Vegas. There's now many, many. But you can see it's absolutely stunning. It's like eating and drinking in a rainforest. Yeah, this is such an impressive resort. Jem absolutely loved it in here. The Forum Shops wasn't open because we were here early. Thankfully, it probably saved me a few quid. But listen, if you've stayed at the Caesars Palace, let us know what you think. Did you have a good time? What type of room did you stay in? What's your thoughts? What recommendation would you give? Leave a comment down below. So we just come out of Caesar's Palace, walked on down the strip a little bit and then crossed over, and we are going to see the beautiful Venetian Hotel. Sister hotel to the Palazzo, they're right next to each other. Didn't realise this, but they're actually classed as one resort, and the Palazzo and Venetian together is actually the second largest hotel resort in the world. Only second to the Genting Highlands in Malaysia, which holds 7,300 rooms. And this resort here in Las Vegas, the Palazzo and Venetian, has 7,100 rooms between them. Absolutely crazy. So the Venetian opened back in 1999, and is arguably the more famous of the two hotels. The Palazzo came after. I had the pleasure of staying in the Palazzo back in 2009 for a few nights when I was there with my mate, and then in 2010 I was back for a stag do and stayed at Caesar's Palace. I've got great memories of the Palazzo and the Venetian, and spent a lot of time in the casinos down here back then. These casinos are beautiful, busy all the time. These resorts are not owned by Caesars or MGM like nearly every other hotel on the Strip. This is self-owned, and they have their own rewards and loyalty scheme here. And coming in here to this indoor section where it replicates St. Mark's Square in Venice with the effect sky and the shops out round the courtyard still blows my mind. Absolutely stunning.
We just come into the Venetian and made our way to the canal shops, and we are stood in what is a replica of St. Mark's Square in Venice. You hear the Italian music on the background. I'm going to tip up so you can see the sky looks real. They have the canal out round the side, we'll show you that in a second, where they have the gondolas, and you can hire those for rides around the canal.
It's lovely, you don't feel like you're in Las Vegas anymore.
No, honestly, and all the restaurants are Italian themed. It's gorgeous around here, really nice.
The Venetian gondola rides are super famous, and it might be something you might want to do when you're here in Las Vegas. The prices are about $37 per person on average, and that's for about a 10 or 15 minute gondola ride. So the Venetian and the Palazzo are connected by this waterfall atrium area, which is absolutely beautiful, and have this decked out with different art installations and flower arrangements and things like that. They have this huge red love installation here, which is super popular. Loads of people there for Instagram and TikTok to get photographs taken. And of course, while you're there, you have to join in. This really is a stunning area to walk through as you walk from the Venetian towards the Palazzo. This is us now in the casino at the Palazzo. The theming between these two hotels is very, very similar. You wouldn't really know where one ends and the other one begins, to be honest, bar the signs. But again, really clean, really big, lovely casino, and would love to spend a bit more time here. So moving on to the beautiful Wynn. The Wynn opened back in 2005. It's owned by Steve Wynn, and it has about 2,720 rooms. Back in 2005, it was actually the tallest building in Nevada at that time. Obviously, there's tons more hotels bigger than this now. The Encore, which is the sister hotel, same shape, like the brown curve-shaped hotel. It opened in 2008, and that added an additional 2,100 rooms. So between the two, they're setting about 4,750 rooms between them. One unique thing about the Wynn and the Encore is that they don't have a theme necessarily. There's no gimmicks, there's no attractions. It is a hotel for the sake of being a hotel, and Steve Wynn did that on purpose. Apparently it's really popular with Asian tourists and Asian gamblers. They have a lot of red throughout the whole resort. You'll see that in the casino a lot, obviously, because red is considered to be a lucky colour when it comes to gambling by Asian gamblers, apparently. I'm certainly no expert in the matter, but we did notice a lot of red throughout this hotel. Don't get me wrong, it was stunningly beautiful. You could tell it was high-end in here. Everything, every bar, every restaurant we've seen, even the casino, the servers, everything just seemed that little bit market and finished to a really high standard. So Harrah's has a great location on the Strip, definitely a budget-friendly option here. Has a carnival, Mardi Gras type of theme apparently. Lots of lively bars. They have the dueling piano bars. They have a big Elvis show, which is super famous, on a few days a week. Lots of interactive music shows, and yeah, a lot going on here if you're into your music scene and looking for cheap drinks and one thing or another. And it's right there, quite central in the Strip, only about a 5-10 minute walk from where the Flamingo is. So after all that exploring and about 30,000 steps, by this time we thought we deserved a little bite to eat and a few drinks. So we headed back to the LinQ Promenade, loads of options up here, and we headed in the Yard House. Is it nice, yeah?
They are nice.
The girls enjoyed the espresso martinis and Ken and I enjoyed that pint. It was well needed after another brilliant morning in Las Vegas, exploring some incredible hotels. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video and spending the day with us. We had such a good time getting up and out early to explore some of these wonderful hotels. Las Vegas blows your mind with all these different resorts and the themes and the size of them and what they have to offer. It's so much to see and do, and we certainly weren't here long enough to see the whole of Las Vegas, but we're trying to cover off as much as we can. I hope you really enjoyed that. If you did, please do hit that like button. Let us know you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, if you stayed at any of these hotels that we've just showcased today, comment down below. Let us know what your thoughts were. What did you like about it? What did you not? What hints and tips would you give someone considering staying there? And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys, and we will see you in the next one. So make sure you join us next time, guys. We are heading out for the night, all dressed up in our glad rags. We go to Flights for some drinks while we head up the strip towards New York, and have the most incredible dinner in 9 Fine Irishmen. This is insane. We then head on to the Mandalay Bay, which is huge, and we have a little mooch around in the gift shop before we take in the one and only Michael Jackson 1 Cirque du Soleil show. This we've been looking forward to for ages. This blew our mind and was an absolute spectacle. Make sure you tune in for this. You're not going to want to miss it.